Hello everyone, welcome to your full moon in Scorpio reading. Okay, before we get started, I want to let you all know that this coming week, I'm not going to be doing any personal readings. I've already got a couple scheduled, and I'm just going to draw the line at that because I've been listening to my own advice throughout these readings I've been doing, and I just need the time to just focus on my self-care. And so if you're wanting a reading, go ahead and schedule it for the next week out. And let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do Taurus first, obviously, because it's Taurus season. And I want to let you know that with the Scorpio full moon, you may have some things that are surfacing for you at this time. You have a choice to either, face it head on and process it and then release with the full moon, or to just turn a blind eye and, go on about your life and, repeat the cycle later on. So you totally have a choice right now, but just so you know, with Scorpio full moon, things tend to come to the surface, okay? So Taurus, what a reading I have for you today. I actually pulled so many cards for Taurus because I can and I want to. And Taurus is just going through something just phenomenal right now regarding your self-worth, your value, just you're transforming like crazy. There are birds and butterflies all over this reading. I mean, and it's so cool because this morning I was on my walk and I just felt like birds and butterflies were swirling around me. And I tend to sing to the birds and I get really excited, and I feel like I'm kind of a hybrid between a bird and a butterfly, spiritually speaking. So, and I'm a Taurus, so it's all over this reading. So, all right. First off, I gotta tell you, you have 3 kings that showed up in this reading. You also have the keys on a ring card. So, I mean, with the energy that Taurus is emitting right now, it is a very, very attractive energy. And it's because it's like a pioneer energy. Like, you're going through these major transformations in your life, which isn't a surprise because Uranus is in Taurus and has been for the last few years. So it's like you're going through this major transformation, and it's like people around you are going, wow, I want to do that too, and then they're just very attracted to you because you're really magnetic right now. So, okay, your first card out was the King of Wands. So you remember the Queen of Wands kept coming out, and not only for Taurus readings, but in my reels. And now it's the King of Wands lately. And so I feel like this is an evolution of that energy, an evolution of that passionate, creative energy. Additionally, like I said, there are 3 kings here. So you have the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Wands in your reading. So this can be evolution of you on a personal level, regarding your emotional well-being, how you process that, and where you're at currently, which you're in a really amazing energy in May. Okay, I gotta say that. So anyway, it can be that. It can additionally be several different people. You did get a keys on the ring card, and so this can be about having options available to you. So just take what resonates on that. So regarding what looks like your recent past and what is, or not even recent, but just what is surfacing for you under this full moon, you do have the Tower card. And you have cards like the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Swords, which these have been coming out for, the 5 of Swords specifically, a lot for Taurus lately. And I do feel like because the way the way this Tower card looks, do you see how there's these hands holding it together? So the Tower card is usually this destabilizing energy, everything around you is falling apart, right? But there is this other energy with these hands. And I feel like what's happening with Taurus, because I want to say it was this time last year, cards like the 5 of Pentacles kept coming out for Taurus, and it was Taurus was as a collective really focused on the loss, okay? And because there was just a lot of changes that were happening. And now it seems as though this perspective has shifted to what was gained. Okay, and that's what these hands are about. It's like, what has held you together throughout this time? What have you gained? What have you what have you overcome, right? And then you have this. You have the Six of Wands card. And this is a hawk, number one. And so I do feel like look at it. It's like you've taken flight in your life. You know, it's like you have liberated yourself from everything that like binded you. Okay. Like, but the thing about it is that this cage is open. So it's like you had a choice to liberate yourself the whole time. I feel like the experiences that you were going through, the Tower experiences, because you also have the Destruction card, these experiences put you in a position to reevaluate your self-worth. And to ask yourself, am I going to accept this? Does this match what I even want? No, it doesn't. Because you have cards like the Six of Pentacles. And with this energy right here, the way this Six of Pentacles is that the ones who are receiving are the ones that are abundant, right? And normally it's like flipped. It's like the person who's giving seems to be, you know, it's like there's a hierarchy. And now it's like, I feel like that's a shift in perspective. Like now you're seeing like what you have gained, okay? And you have been using that energy to propel you forward. It can be creatively, it can be passionately, and it could be just like how you transmute everything that you've been through, okay? So you do have cards like the King of Swords and Guarded. And like I said, this can be a representation of an actual person, another energy, but this can also be you. And let me just tell you, with this guarded energy, it's like when you go through these sort of destabilizing, destructive experiences, okay, it can, for a time, leave you to where you're just kind of like, you close up your heart and you're like, nope. And you kind of keep everybody at a distance, and it's like, you can look, but you can't touch. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. And but I feel like that it took some time, it took some processing in order for you to like gain the wisdom from these experiences and to allow yourself to really open up. You see with this eye here, it's like you're allowing yourself to open up. You know, this is a past energy. Additionally, this can be about somebody who's been guarded with you, and it's like they're allowing themselves to open up. Okay, maybe this isn't just you with the self-worth energy. Like maybe it's people that you've been dealing with as well. And because what I've learned in my life is a lot of times, like people that we think that we're not good enough for, they actually think that about us. And so, I mean, you know, it's like they do the things that they do, and that's like an extension of the fact that they don't feel like they're enough. And then therefore the reaction to that is we're like, well, then I don't feel like I'm enough. And then it's both people who actually feel that way. And what really is occurring is that there's a communication barrier. And so, I don't know, but either way, like it put you in a position to where you started to confront your self-worth, you know, as a result of the experiences that you went through, as a result of the losses. Now, with the Five of Swords, I will say that one of the energies that you had, I think it was the last reading, like there was hanging on to the past. And it could be hanging on to a perspective even that needed to kind of be sifted through. Like it needed to be destructured, you know, so you could gain a higher perspective and really trust your intuition. Perhaps the way that you were looking at your past experiences was more from the, you know, this person hurt me and this person did this, and, you know, this is what I lost, right? But like, I'm feeling that part of the liberation process, okay, because you also have, here's another bird energy. You have the perfect key. And I feel like what happened with you is that you found the key to unlocking your heart within yourself and your ability to release yourself from those old limiting perspectives, okay? So that you can go, wait a second, these situations allowed me, they gave me the opportunity, because versus looking at it as, you know, something that's happened to you, you are seeing it as an opportunity, right? And like, so you see that you had the opportunity to assert your boundaries, to identify what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and to also, you know, fill in that space within yourself that maybe you were looking for with other people and it wasn't working, because it never does. And, you know, now that you've really done all that internal work, you're at a higher vibration, which therefore attracts people of that vibration to you. Okay? So it's like you had this amazing opportunity. Yes, you went through some painful things. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. You did. But the thing is that you have allowed yourself, or you are allowing yourself, to shift your perspective, to release what has happened in the past, gain a higher perspective about it. And what I'm seeing here is that you're doing this whether you get closure, whether you get answers, like none of that seems to be relevant for you. It's like you're not sitting, I don't see any cards of you waiting around for any answers. It's like you're doing all of this on your own volition. You know, you're doing this because you know that this is what works for you. And that is all an extension of self-worth. You know, because you don't want to hang around in the past experiences anymore, because you don't feel good. It doesn't make you feel good, you know, and you want to feel good. And you have a lot of that energy, which I'm going to get into. So, I want to say you have some like blossoming, blooming kind of energy. You have the Empress twice, and you also have the Divine Feminine, which I've lost, which is, you know, another card for the Empress. And let's see what else. There's just so many here. It's like, because I just kept pulling cards for Taurus because I can. And so you have this, you have the ripeness card, which this is the Nine of Pentacles. It's like you seem to be stabilized in your life, stabilized in your being, okay? And you are in this sort of abundant mindset. You are like in your highest vibrational self as the Empress, which I like the Hierophant for Taurus for certain reasons, but as far as Taurus energy goes, from what I know about a Taurus myself and what I know about Taurus, and I'm also a Taurus Venus, and like the Empress just more suits a Taurus for me. But anyway, so it's like you're in this higher vibrational energy twice. As you can see, this could be about you needing to extend compassion and love towards people because of the fact that there's two. Here it could be towards yourself and another person. It could be towards two people. And like I said, there's three kings here. So there could just be some issues that are going to be resolved in May. And I do feel like there's been that buildup, but I'm also seeing it's that you're moving on whether you get it or not. Like it's not like you're sitting around waiting on it. You know, you don't have cards like the Three of Wands. You know, it's like you're moving forward. And that's where you're at. And I also say that because, like, you have this Beyond Illusion and the New Vision card. So that's Judgment and that's the Chariot, okay? And, I mean, I definitely see not only, like, you have another butterfly here, another transformational energy for Taurus, but you have this new vision for yourself and you are going that way. You're not hanging out back here and I lost this and I got hurt and did it. No, you're moving forward, you know? You're transmuting, okay? And so now it's like you have happiness and joy on your mind. You want to shine from within. And do you see another bird? You know, it's like you're ready to spread your wings and fly. If you're not already, you know, I mean, so you have very like matching energy here. Do you see this? This is Miracle. So I would say that yes, this full moon is going to surface some things. And for a time, for a minute, you know, maybe a week, You're going to feel kind of like, ah, you know. Hang in there. Don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle, because as you go into May's, the month of May, this is the energy that you have. Okay, do you see this just shining energy? Expect the miracles to happen. Expect what you have been manifesting with all this energy, this Empress energy, what you have been planting seeds, and cultivating, and what you have been tending to every day in your life, whether it's just on an internal level or your, outer experiences, external level, sorry. Expect that abundance to come. And let me just tell you that as a Taurus myself, I've been experiencing that. I have been actively manifesting things, and I want to share about that on Instagram. But anyway, they've come true. Several things have. And so, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and keep every day do at least one thing that to commit to your goals. Even if it's just a tiny small thing that you do every single day, that shows the universe that you are committed and that you are ready to receive. Okay, and you are, Taurus, you're ready to receive because you went through a huge transformational process. So, and I don't even think I mentioned this one because it was hiding. You have the butterfly again. You healed a lot. You healed a lot from these experiences that you went through, and now you're spreading your wings and flying, and it's really, really, really cool. So, okay, this is what you have coming for you. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, harmony. And it's so interesting because I knew that I was supposed to wear this today. I haven't worn it in a long time. My dolphins, and look. So it's like all relative, right? So, okay, so here's this energy that you're coming into, right? All this shining, amazing energy. You could have new love coming your way. And when you have cards like the King of Cups here, like I said, this could be a representation of your emotional well-being, your emotional state, and how you've grown and transformed in your life, and how secure you feel emotionally. But additionally, it can also be about new love, okay? And it could be one of three kings, as I've stated. Or like I said, this could be, evolution for Taurus energy with these kings. I do feel like you're going to use all this wisdom that you have gained, and you're going to be applying it in how you assert your boundaries with the Six of Pentacles, okay? And I feel like, you have a few sixes here. I'm not going to go pulling them all out, but I do feel like you want to be balanced, and you want whatever you attract to you to add to that balance or to contribute to that balance, right? Because you've learned a lot, and you've achieved a lot regarding all of this growth that you have, conquered and you have gone through, right? And I do feel like the message that you are emitting to the universe is, I am in a higher vibrational energy, and I know my boundaries, and I know my worth, and I only want that which matches what I am emitting, okay? And I feel like the universe is listening, because the passage that you went through, the fact that you did not lose hope, you kept hanging on to your innocence, to your purity, to your own amazingness. You hung on to it, and you did not lose hope. You believed in yourself as you processed and you went through these experiences. And now it's like you've come out with this rainbow. You're shining. You just have all this shining energy. I don't want to pull them all out again, but what I've been talking about. And it's like now you have that glowing from within, and the universe is like, okay, I want to match that energy for you. And you have a tremendous amount of abundance, and it all started with you liberating yourself from your past experiences, liberating yourself from your wounding and the things that were confining you and holding you back, reevaluating how you feel about yourself and what you really want to attain in your life, and boosting yourself up, okay, without losing any hope for what is to come. And now it's coming. So, which is just super amazing. It's super amazing. I just feel like Taurus is just shifted, right? Taurus has just shifted, and now it's like you're getting this, what you've been manifesting, you know, and this is emotional fulfillment. This is happiness. This is joy. Okay. Now it can absolutely be in regards to a romantic partnership. Absolutely, with these energies, but it doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? It can just be like whatever dreams you've been manifesting, you're getting them. And you're going to feel really freaking good about it. Okay. So, that's what I have for Taurus. My beautiful birds and butterflies, or the hybrid of the two. Like, you're so amazing. And, I'm going to do Gemini next.